You didn't know who the vice president was.
Okay, I didn't remember his name. Okay, I knew.
I'm actually drawing a blank on his name right now as well.
See,
Trump.
Thank
I think it's Mike Pence, right?
That was last Trump
Trump.
administration. Hey,
But who's the new one?
I don't remember.
Vance. Something.
JD Vance.
It's
That's
J.D.
what it is.
Vance.
Hey, Mike Pence came to our lab once.
He did what
Yeah.
in your lab? How many times?
Call me Mike Pence, huh?
Sorry, Vincent's not here, so we have to.
Oh yeah, you
You have
you
to.
kind of look like Vincent.
Not at all.
Tall,
I
scrawny
don't
guy,
think so.
Okay,
tall,
well,
scrawny.
that's fair.
black hair.
I'm not that scrawny. I'm underweight, alright?
That's what scrawny I think is the definition of actually.
It's a term I choose to use.
Is that not the definition of it?
Anyway, welcome back to Vandals Offline. We are currently recording from Airbnb, so if it sounds bad, that's why. I don't know what's going on across the table from me.
I'm your host, Weedles or Carson, joined with.
Colby or Stix.
We actually have a
Special
Guest.
First guest.
Oh, hi there. I'm Jacob. I also go by ThyDuckLord. You might have seen me on the Counter-Strike team alongside
Myself.
Lethea Stix.
Oh. Stix.
Sorry, I wasn't on that iteration of the team.
That was a good iteration.
Yeah, we have talked about that iteration on the podcast already. The team that never won a game and lost to 5v4.
Tried our best.
The
Wouldn't be
goats. The goats.
Would be me.
Anyway,
And him.
Yeah.
we are currently in Austin, Texas.
It's hot.
It's very hot
And humid.
Here for the Blast Austin Major, and we are currently. It's Saturday, so the day before Grand Finals. And who's in the Grand Finals? Someone say it.
We've got Mongols versus Vitality.
The youngest players versus
Vitality.
Vitality.
Vitality with Apex, who is
He's so old.
getting up there.
Everyone in the arena hates Apex.
Yep.
I still don't get the hate.
You
Would
wanna
I
know-
miss something?
You want to know what I think it is? I think it's like people know that's like not everybody actually hates Apex, but it's like a villain arc,
Well,
right?
people love to hate Apex.
Yes, we're also Americans, so we're a little.
Yeah.
I don't know what word I want to use.
No,
for
it was
this.
Dallas actually that was doing it. Yeah, no,
Mhm.
we're Americans.
Yep, but it's a villain arc, right? Everybody wants a good villain.
Yeah, I think it was
Right.
because he was also trash talking Mongols the last time
Was he?
they played him.
Yeah.
And there he's like talking, he's like, even when we played terrible, we still beat you because they played bad that time. And they
Mhm.
still beat Mongols.
Yeah.
And as Americans, we love Mongolians.
Apparently.
Apparently.
I mean,
Except for when they play FaZe, then everyone.
everyone hates Mongols except, oh man, Mongols limited phase.
Yeah.
The
Spoilers.
the crowd favorites by a mile.
Yep.
Even today when they were playing Pain, I was Team Pain. Team Pain. Sorry. I was Team Pain, but by the end of it, I was rooting Mongols. They won me over.
Yeah.
Because they were just flying.
I was rooting for Pain just because I wanted Pain to win, but I couldn't root against Mongols, so.
I mean, I'd say I was rooting for Mongols. Like, it's the youngest team to make it to the grand finals of a major.
Yeah.
And also, if they win, they'd be the first. Well, actually, they're already the first Asian team to ever be in a grand finals for a major.
Yeah.
And so winning that would just be really cool. And it's
They're
from
also-
Mongolia.
They're backed by their nation,
Exactly.
which is sick.
Yeah.
So maybe that'll start something.
Mhm.
U.S. like the Olympics of esports.
Yeah.
That would be heat. CS Olympics.
Get esports in the Olympics, baby.
I've only been rooting for Pain because of Snow.
Yeah, I like Snow.
Snow's become one of my favorite players.
Sounds cool.
I like to trash talk him because he looks like he's 12.
He's like unironically 17, which is
He's 18.
Is
He's
he
18,
18?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's
but he
18.
looks like he's 12.
He does look very young.
Yeah.
I'll
So
give
does
that.
Mazinho. I don't know if you've
Yeah.
ever seen him.
Well, yeah.
He's got a baby face.
He does.
Snow just literally looks like a 12-year-old.
Mhm.
But yeah, but he was playing with the crowd, and I thought it was fun. But R.I.P. Pain. They went out just a little bit ago, so
So did Mouse.
so did Mouse.
2-1 against Vitality. So far, Vitality's just kind of been back on their roll.
Yeah.
Which is
Except
expected.
Except for Inferno. They
Except
can't
for
win
Inferno.
Inferno.
Yeah, we won't talk about that Inferno game today. Maybe we will.
What was it? 13-3.
13-3, I think.
Yeah,
Is that
Was it an 11-1 half?
it was an 11-1 half.
It's sorry, 13-4.
Oh, oh, they did
Yeah.
better.
So much better.
Yeah.
I actually remember the
Yeah.
caster saying it won't. This will make it not embarrassing. Even though it's
Yeah.
already embarrassing.
It's embarrassing for Vitality to have that happen, but
Mhm.
And then they fried the next.
and
game.
then and then Train came around and yeah,
They just did the exact same thing that Mouse just did to them.
yeah, they just absolutely cooked them. But
I missed the Mirage game because got out here a little late.
Did you not get up again?
I did, but I just was a little slow, and I didn't really kind of put two and two together.
We knocked on your door 6 times this morning.
I think I heard it. I heard it a couple of times, but like,
Colby did it once or twice, and then he goes, "Dude, it's your turn. I'm just sitting over here, and I just yell your name."
no, I think yes. For context, I sleep a lot, and I've kind of slept through like the first 2 days. I shouldn't say through most of them, but I missed like the opening game yesterday, and
Yeah.
was a little late getting up the first day, and then yeah. But you guys were leaving early to meet some players, right, or meet some people?
we tried.
we were trying to
tried
meet Flom
tried to
today.
meet Flom
They closed his line 15 minutes.
before the actual start
No,
time.
it was 45 minutes before the actual
Before
start
the
time. of
actual
it.
start time, which was supposed to be noon.
It was supposed to be noon. We got there at like 11:30. Line was closed. We were like, what? And then I checked his Twitter, and they started at 11. So unlucky, didn't get to meet Flom.
Lucky we did.
You guys met some other people though.
We did
We
get the
did.
opportunity to get our thing signed by basically all the analysts.
Yeah,
Like
we've
Dupree, Moses. Moses was Dave.
Yeah, we
too.
bought a hat. Carson and I both bought a hat, and we've been getting it signed by a bunch of people, or as many people as we can. I don't know where it's at. I put it somewhere.
That's right here.
That'll work.
So far, my favorite people I'd say to meet would have to be Hugo and Harry.
Yeah. So as for analysts and the analyst desk, we have Mahone, we have Pimp, Moses, Dupree.
That's stunning.
Oh, and then we got Stunna. I could not read it. And then we met Harry and Hugo today, as well as Austin CS and Dima.
You also met Arrow.
I met Arrow.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
I could have met Arrow. I saw him a few times.
Yeah, we've seen Arrow a few times.
I
Shout out
thought how
Arrow.
big his signature was, and I went, I'm running out of space. Had to make some cuts.
He does some fun things where he poses for pictures, like because Arrow's not very tall.
Mhm.
I don't know if you've seen him, but everybody that he takes a picture with, he'll like square up and he'll like flex really big and just like try to be as big as possible in the frame. It's really funny.
He's a funny guy.
But trying to find One, he doesn't walk around.
That's not. He can't.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I've been thinking. I bet you Swagger Soul's been walking around,
Well-
and we just don't know.
That's a good point.
He
I'm
just
like,
doesn't
I
have
have
his helmet
no
on.
idea.
Here's a good one. Have you guys seen who's been on One's stream? He's had a lot of guest people come on.
Mm-mm.
My favorite, DJ Khaled.
Dude, that was not him. That was not him.
I'm pretty sure
I
that
saw a
was-
clip
no.
of it. I don't know if it was him.
He showed me that clip. It looks like him. It's not him.
I don't know if it's him or
That
not.
can't be.
I literally don't know.
He literally showed me it last night. I went,
Mhm.
"That's not.
Like,
that
maybe-
doesn't sound like him."
Chat, let us know. Do some research. Let us know because we're not going to do research.
Yeah, but One can't walk around.
Yeah,
He's the most popular person in that building,
Mhm.
without a doubt.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, I wanted to meet Flom. Didn't get to. There's only a couple more people that we're like dying to meet, or like not necessarily that, but we want to meet.
I want
Scrawny and Launders.
Scrawny and Launders are the ones I want a signature from. They're my favorite cats.
We've seen him a couple times, but we haven't been able to get a signature. From
Every
him.
time we see him out there giving like signing stuff, the line is so long.
Yeah, I missed him literally by a hair the other day. I was walking to get water, and then like I went down because we saw him earlier and we walked past him, and I walked down to see if they were still there, and I literally saw the backs of like their backs going down the escalator. I was like, I literally, if I skipped the water and just went straight there, I would have seen him. But
We're gonna aim for Sponge and Machine tomorrow.
yeah, Sponge and Machine are doing
That'd be a
a
good
meet
one.
and greet
They're
tomorrow.
doing a bit of a meet and greet.
Is that
Either-
at like the?
It's
It's
either
during the show match.
match,
Oh.
but they're doing it right where our seats are. So
At the
Okay.
analyst. So they're doing it during the show match up until the grand final starts.
Okay.
I actually don't know why. Just so they can watch the grand final.
Probably.
Because Scrawny and Launders are definitely the ones casting the
Mhm.
Yeah.
grand finals.
I mean, speaking of show match tomorrow, this is an NA show match.
Yes.
Any names we want?
Ska's got to be in there.
Scott.
There's no way he shows up to the
Yeah,
event for
he's
a
already
meet and greet
here.
and he's not in there.
Yeah, because I was talking about this with Aiden of like because the show match teams always follow a theme, right?
Right.
Like when there's IEM Melbourne, it's always Team Australia versus Team UK.
Yeah.
So like, there's probably gonna be some theme. I'm thinking one of them. I'm gonna say Tank Top Cloud9, because you have Ska.
Right.
There's no way nothing is not here. I don't know if Shroud's here.
I don't think Shroud. I've not seen nothing, and I've not heard anything that he's here.
But like he's kind of like under the radar. I've also
Right.
like not seen Ska, right? Like the only reason I knew Ska was here was because of his meet and greet.
Right.
That would be kind of cool.
And then like
Freakazoid
Freak and Sean.
and Sean Garris.
That would be sick.
That would be really great. I don't think they'd get them all out. Honestly, might be able to pull Stu. I don't know if Stewie's gonna show up. Probably could get Stu. Probably could get Ska. I think they might try to lean into the old C9 for
Yeah.
NA reasons.
Because I think like that's a big one. Like, because then you're going really far back.
Yeah.
Like, let's say if we go back to like the like Boston Major and everything, like the Cloud9, like the tank top era was only 4 years at that point. Now it's been
Right.
like 11 years.
Yeah.
So like that'd be a really kind of like nice throwback.
Yeah, I don't know if they could pull. I don't know if they could pull Shroud to do it. It'd be really funny.
Shroud would be a maybe though, because I know he's still like kind of cares about the game.
Yeah.
I haven't checked to see if he's streaming from his
I haven't
setup or
either.
anything. So,
Who else would be?
but then who would be the other team though? Like the other team, because you'd have like
Just
let's say,
anyone that's not
FaZe.
NA. They just build
but it's got like
anyone.
FaZe is like so many like icons though, or like characters.
Right.
It can't be FaZe.
Mm.
People,
I don't know.
NA people love FaZe too much.
You
They
pull
need-
automatic out of.
They need this
out of-
show match
yeah.
that be very one-sided and have the crowd hate the other side.
Yeah,
True. I mean, you don't have to.
No.
There's been ones where they just like they pull crowd members and they play.
really?
I don't watch.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's I don't remember when it was, but I
It's a
think it was
lame
in
show match.
Denmark or something, and they had
Like Copenhagen.
it might have been. I don't remember.
Hmm.
Sounds stupid.
Yeah, I crowd members.
It wasn't very hype, but it gave people a chance to play on stage, and it was really cool.
I feel like they gotta try and go big for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly, I think the Cloud9 might be a shout.
because like truthfully, this is the only way we're gonna see any NA player besides a liege on.
Yeah,
True.
that's true.
Oh,
So-
it's depressing.
It's a
And
depressing.
it's so bad, man. Why are we so bad?
Hopefully, with
Mm,
more events coming this way, maybe we'll get more NA players.
Ooh,
yeah,
probably
if the
not.
scene just gets bigger here.
we'll see. I don't want to. I would hate to because I know this beef goes back far, but the reason why there's no NA players is they all want the Valorant.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. And they're still not cooking over there.
And now NA
No.
Valorant still sucks.
I heard that because there's some Valorant like Masters tournament going on, and I
Mhm.
think that the whatever NA team was left in that or NA equivalent bombed out basically the same time FaZe did. So
Sick.
we're both in
Checks
shambles.
out.
Yep,
Yeah.
we have
We're
something
just
in
not-
common for once.
NA's just not very good in tack shooters for some reason.
They're very bad in tag shooters.
Mhm.
Like,
They're alright in Rocket
I
League.
don't know if there's a single one we're good at.
I mean, Call of Duty.
I
Not a tack
I guess
shooter,
that's
but-
fair. Call of Duty's, but isn't it just like just NA?
It kind of is. I think I don't know
Yeah.
much about it, but I
Don't
think
they?
it's just
No, is that the pro scene or is that just a collegiate scene where they make you play on controller?
pro scene. I think.
I think it's both.
Yeah.
Collegiate scene also makes you do it.
I don't. Well, I don't know the official rules because like I don't know if you guys remember this, but like when we had I think the Big Sky tournament or one of them, I actually stepped in for our COD team because they were
Really?
missing somebody, and I
That's
played.
epic.
But like I got to play on mouse and keyboard. I don't think I was allowed to though.
Oh, so you cheated. Did
Maybe.
you win?
Did we? I think we did.
So you
I don't remember.
cheated.
Well, another one of our players did as well because I think what happened is that whatever that happened at the beginning of the
Mm.
semester or beginning of whatever the year was.
Everything he's
And
saying
then-
is alleged, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes,
allegedly.
yes.
Vincent, cut this.
Vincent, maybe.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
This is all allegedly. We definitely didn't cheat to get more
Well,
trophies.
Well, I think it was like 1 of 13.
I don't even think we.
So
got
it was like
we never got a Big Sky trophy for
For
COD.
COD, no.
Yeah.
So I don't think you won.
I barely remember. It was last minute. It was like my buddy reached out to me because he was on the team. It's like, hey, we
Gotcha.
need somebody like now. I was like, okay.
Yeah, we only got CS and.
I know we also we both subbed in for Apex one time to play in against WSU for something.
Did we?
I'm pretty sure we did.
I don't think I subbed in. I think you did.
I
Maybe.
don't remember.
Because the only thing because there was like a for fun tournament.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
And like that was just like people. We just needed players. And, like,
Yeah.
I was just there for fun.
Maybe that's what it was.
I think that's what it was.
But yeah, the major's been quite exciting. I definitely want to go to more now that I've been to one. It's like an addiction. It's like once you get a tattoo and you just start keep getting more.
Yeah, you have a lot of tattoos.
Well, no, but that's what I've heard. So your first tattoo, and then you just start getting more and more and more.
Fort Worth. It's your next spot.
Yeah.
You're
How many do
addicted.
you
Yeah,
have?
one.
When's your next one?
I've been thinking about
What
it.
was it? I wasn't looking.
It's a little obsolete, but it's just a reference. Good night, Tara.
Okay.
Nobody's gonna know what that means.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
exactly.
Meow.
Yep. No worries. But
Sorry.
I think like this major has been pretty good because like I have the benefit of saying that I've gone to Cologne 2017 in the past,
Right.
which like but that was 8 years ago, and there's a lot of things that have changed. One thing I will say, that was hosted by ESL. Not gonna lie, a little bit better than Blast, because Blast has had a lot of interesting restrictions.
Right.
Like, I don't know if you guys knew this, but apparently on the first day, you were literally not allowed to re-enter the building if you left.
I saw a thing for that.
Huh.
It was if you left the building, you weren't allowed re-entry after the second game started.
Yes.
If you left, you weren't allowed to come back in.
I saw that.
Yeah, but I think the reason why they made an announcement about that was because so many people were complaining about the first day. Which, by the way, first day, doors were supposed to open at 12. We didn't get into the building until like 1:30, I think.
It's 90 degrees outside.
Yeah. It was
Body's
rough.
not acclimated to the humidity and heat of Texas.
There's no water because we're not allowed to bring water bottles in.
Almost had a heat stroke. I won't even lie.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
We got stuck outside in that heat, in the sun, for an hour and a half.
Yep.
Every other day since then, been
Mhm.
great.
Yeah.
Walk right in.
Mhm.
Have not had to wait a single time.
Yeah, but that was a little rough.
That
And
was
then
fair.
and then when did we leave? I think we left at 10:30 because the games went on so long.
Yeah.
2 best of 3s, and we left at 10:30.
Yeah.
First game was to start at 2.
Mhm.
And then it went like 5 overtimes or something for the
Yeah.
first map of the entire playoffs.
And almost there's only been, 2 series? I guess 3 now that haven't gone 3 maps.
Yeah.
Yep. That tracks.
No best of 5 for grand finals. Sad.
Which is cringe, but I think the more I've looked into that, I think that's a Valve rule. That's not like an organizer rule,
Right.
which is
Well, I think
Are most majors just best of 3?
yeah, I think they are. Like, cause that's what I was looking. Cause like the last tournament that Blast hosted was like not too long ago. Like that was the one in May I was talking about earlier.
They didn't win
back,
May?
those rivals.
I think it was Rivals. Like I can.
I thought their last one was the Bounty.
No, that was at the start of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but like it was something that like I think Vitality won because
Yeah, they
Vitality doing Vitality things. Yeah, Blast Rivals season 1.
Was it
Which
best of 5?
yeah, so that happened in May, and that was, to my knowledge, a best of 5 finish. Which it was. Yeah, Vitality beat Falcons 3-2.
Yeah.
Which I think that was the game that like had the crazy nuke overtime.
Yeah, the Falcons should have won.
That was not. That was the one that Vitality just stumped.
Oh well, one of them.
There's been a few times where Falcons should have ended Vitality's win streak, and they choked it.
Yes.
And then they didn't qualify for playoffs. They didn't even make it to stage 3.
And then they choked even harder in the major.
But we already talked about that.
Pick'ems didn't get any right,
Yeah,
except for Vitality.
Yep.
Vitality is the only pick I'm getting right.
Same. Rona. Sorry, Dire Straits. I was telling my friend, I think this is the first pick'ems I've ever participated in out of like the 10 I've done where I have not gotten a single stage correct.
Yeah, it's bad.
You'll get 1 if Vitality wins.
No, I picked FaZe.
Alrighty,
Yeah.
then.
Well, you get 1 for Vitality making it semifinal.
Oh, is it 1? I thought it was 2.
I thought you had to have- but I thought it
You have to make
both.
1 into grand final, so it's like you get
You
1
just
point
get
for
one
getting.
Semifinals correct pick. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll get 1.
Yeah,
That's 1 out of 6 though.
yeah.
There's
and
a whole extra stage, and I still.
Yeah,
Silver
it's
coin.
bad.
Mhm.
Silver coin's locked in for sure.
Yep.
Because every single pick other than the Vitality from the first day or first 2 days were wrong.
Like Harry said, silver coin looks kind of like diamond coin.
Not at all.
Just have to believe.
I've never seen a diamond coin, so
I've never seen one either. I don't think they exist actually.
this one doesn't. I'll tell you that.
Diamond coins are a fictional thing that Valve made up to sell more coins.
Probably not at all.
Have you seen one?
I've seen them occasionally. I saw a
Fake news.
let's see, what was it? Was it I saw a Copenhagen diamond, I think, in the wild, which I
That's
think
That's
that's
crazy.
I
That
got
was-
silver on that one too.
I did as well. I've gotten silver in the past 3. It
I
has
think
not
I
been good.
think I have a gold and maybe 2 golds and
I think I
2
have
silvers. 2 silvers now.
silver in Stockholm, silver in Copenhagen. I think I got a silver in whichever one FaZe won.
Paris might have been
Antwerp. I got a gold Paris. Yeah.
I don't actually remember.
Mhm.
Whatever.
Yeah, so I guess for
Pickles are messed up.
Yeah, so for context here, got some percentages here. So for the past previous majors, I guess the context is that Pick'ems is like, think of it like March Madness, where you kind of pick teams you think you're going to win or do well. It's not exactly like the same bracket, but it's along the lines. And you get stages of a coin depending on how well you do. So bronze, silver, gold, and diamond. As long as you participate, you'll get silver. Gold takes a little bit of effort, but not too much. And then diamond is you have to basically get everything correct.
Yeah.
And so diamond's kind of difficult to earn. So for some previous CS tournaments, don't want to get too close to the mic here. So we have IEM Katowice in 2019. 40% of people got a diamond coin. For Berlin 2019, 8% got a diamond coin. For Stockholm 2021, 57% got a diamond coin.
Stockholm?
Yeah, which is
I got a silver.
Was this
you're part of the
before-
11%.
I don't think I was paying much attention.
Was this
to
before or
esports.
after they switched how they do pick'ems though?
That's all before.
I don't know. This is
Because
like
they made pick'ems way harder to get it.
That was
Right.
with the turn of CS2, I think.
I was gonna say. This
So
is,
so it's diamond coins are way easier to get before, and then even with this major,
Mhm.
they've added a whole nother stage, which makes it just that much harder to get a diamond coin.
Yeah.
yeah. And so so continuing, there was Antwerp of 2022, which was 11% diamonds, and then the infamous Rio diamond coin of 0.1%.
Yep.
And then we get into CS2, which I don't know if oh wait, here's the data right here. So for CS2, this is where I think Rio might have been the first major where they changed it up, because then there's Paris, which was a 0.3% for diamonds.
Tough.
Copenhagen was a 0.1% for diamonds, and then Shanghai was a 0.6. So that's very rare,
We went into playoffs with a 0.2% of people that could still get diamond.
and that's where I was leading up to. So
And a
crazy.
lot of people put FaZe
A lot of people put FaZe.
at least winning their opening games.
That is true.
Yeah.
I bet a lot of people put Fury over.
Yeah,
A lot of people put Fury over Pain.
the most common set of picks was what we kind of went with,
Yeah.
which was Fury beating Pain, FaZe beating Mongols.
Yes.
That one was a little.
That one was a
50-50.
Spirit
toss-up.
beating Mouse. I think it was probably the most popular.
Spirit beating Mouse. Spirit was the favorite, but Mouse, like Spirit Mouse, was still.
It was a
like,
toss-up.
People
It was a
were
toss-up, yeah.
fun, and then everybody had Vitality.
Everybody had Vitality.
Navi.
If you put Navi, you're stupid.
Yeah, but then there's also Mongols. Mongols and Pain, I think, are the two kind of really out there picks. Like
Yeah.
nobody expected Pain to get this far. Like
No.
everybody
No.
picked Fury to win.
I was rooting for Pain, and I still put Fury on my pick'ems.
Mhm.
But
So yeah, so I think 0.2%, and then you take the playoffs we've had so far.
there's gonna be like maybe 4 out there.
Yeah.
4 diamond coins total.
Mhm.
Anyone I've talked to, at all. Nope.
Other than that one British guy that sits behind
No,
us.
I don't think he's on.
I don't know if he's got a
gotten
diamond
playoffs, right?
He got every stage
He
of
was 4
playoffs
for
right.
4.
Yeah,
All right.
He's a very talkative guy.
he's quite
He's
nice.
a very loud guy.
Interesting.
He's chill.
He's pretty confident in himself.
He likes to root against everyone else in the stadium.
Yeah, he does.
That's fun though. You know, going against. I like an underdog.
Yeah, that's why I was rooting for Pain. Even though it was like I know Mongols is gonna win this game, and I want to see Mongols go forward. I was rooting for. I was rooting for Pain.
Sorry, I just got a message from my dad saying "Go Mongols," but
Was there a question mark in that?
yeah, there was. Because
Go Mongols.
it's what's funny. Like I think we touched on it a little bit, but like wrapping back around to it. Mongolia is in the grand finals of this of all countries.
Yeah,
Like a purely Mongolian team.
Yeah.
that's kind of crazy.
I mean, am I rooting for Vitality? Yes.
That's like one of the last like good country teams, like where they have a set country. It's like even North American rosters at this point aren't North American rosters. It's a few NA players and
Yeah.
like what else? I guess
The closest would be energy and complexity, I think.
yeah. But
Like-
like even if you look into other regions, like I don't know of any other teams that are keeping with their set country and not branching
And
out.
competing.
Yeah,
And not being good.
Spirit's a lot of Brazilian teams, obviously.
Oh yeah.
The Spirit's close. Zontex is Ukrainian, but the rest are Russian.
Gotcha.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of what else.
Trying to think, Astralis is a lot
I
of
think-
Denmark.
Actually, yeah, that was something I looked recently, like just purely out of curiosity. Astralis has never had a non-Danish player. They've always been
Goated.
completely Danish. So kudos to them for keeping that up.
Yeah.
I like to win.
Oh yeah, recent news. Cadian back on heroic.
That's true.
Here we go again. But like,
Portuguese.
Cadian would like that was the team that like made Cadian.
Yeah,
So that could be interesting.
I think it's a good move.
I think it's a good move as well.
Because who was calling for heroic?
I don't. It was one of their newer players because they basically bought all of Songal. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Sangol. I think.
Sangal. I'm trying to remember who it was, but there's a lot of like younger players.
Was it Tenier?
It might
Was
have been-
Tenier calling?
I think it might have been Tenier.
Maybe.
It was
I don't remember.
somebody blonde. That's all I know.
Yeah. Did they replace Tenier? Because I saw that their roster dropped 2 players.
The roster dropped Sun Pius and I think their coach. So
Well, and I saw a thing that like they had an extra opening on their slot like page for their
Maybe.
people.
maybe. I mean, I can pull it
Like
up. here.
Cadian's gonna take one of them.
Mhm.
I forgot some Pius was going to G2, but I knew they were dropping their coach because their coach is going to G2 as well, right?
Yep. So yeah, Sun Pius and their coach was Saw. I think his
Yeah,
his
it's Saw.
name was, which I get mixed up with the team Saw, but
Yeah, I did too. That's what I was like. Some Pius and Saw are going to G2, and I'm like, the team, like the whole roster
The
is
whole
just going to
roster.
G2.
Mhm. Okay, so yeah, so Heroic is actually they've dropped 2 players. I don't know if I can pull it up here, but
If you go to roster, it should
Yeah.
tell you.
here you go. So yeah, so Sun Pius, Saw left as well. Oh, and then X Cloud went to the bench.
Oh, that's
Which
what I saw that.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So they're keeping Tenier, which is good. Because Tenier was like the face of their team for a bit because he was just yelling at everybody and it was really funny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I don't think, yeah, X Cloud definitely wasn't calling. Sun Palace is definitely not calling. I think it was Tenier or LNZ, but I'm pretty sure it was Tenier.
I think it was Tenier.
Yeah, but those guys are pretty young.
Yeah, that
And
was
so-
a young team.
And so I think like Cadian coming in with, he's got a good amount of
Good
experience. He's also an opper, which I guess they need.
Yep.
Like, so, it could be something cool.
Yeah.
I like this Heroic roster. I think it's funny that Heroic literally just funds every other big organization
Yeah.
in the entire esports scene.
They find all these new players and they're like, "Ooh, give me that."
Yep.
And then yeah.
Like there's somebody who's not a super great thread, but it's like a brief thread on Twitter of like how much money Heroic has made just off of these player transfers. It was close to like 8 million.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's a smart way to do it. There's a ton of players that
Oh yeah.
are on these teams
I
that don't
mean-
get recognized. You take them in.
M80's the North America for doing that.
Yeah, Amity does that.
They crank out
did
some
it
good
with
players.
Malbs,
They did it with
that's it.
Malbs and then
Who else?
who else was
They
it?
could do it with.
I thought they had another player. that
I don't remember anybody else.
I don't think they sold him to a good org, but
They could do it with Lake, because their team
That's
sucks
true.
unless he's playing good.
Yeah.
is it Lake from? Is he North American?
He's North American.
Okay,
He's the one that's very loud, and
gotcha.
he is our nation's trash talker at this point.
Gotcha. Because I was like, I know they signed two Germans or something from Big or
They
or
Did, but that was a bit ago though.
that was a while ago. But I think they're still on the team.
Mhm.
I don't know.
I didn't expect much out of M80.
I was wanting to put M8003 in their thing.
I had a little bit of faith in him, but I did debate putting him 03.
Yeah.
I did as well. I thankfully put them to. I didn't put them going through. Actually, I did put them going through. I had a little too much faith.
Too much
Which
faith
ones?
in them.
Cope.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I love when you sent that message.
Which one?
You had little faith in NA.
yeah.
Yeah.
Take your L. And then the next day I went, you should message back. Not a single NA team made it through.
Yeah.
Yeah, do I have the history here?
Oh my
I
God,
can
that's great.
It's so
expose
bad.
myself.
It's so bad.
Pick'ems have been rough.
Yeah.
The major
pickings
has been.
rough.
It's been a good major though.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch.
It's been a fun major. I really enjoyed it.
It has been tough to watch.
It might have been
though.
in the.
I think
the
it was
group
in the-
chat.
yeah.
I think it was in the group chat. Probably it's gone now. It's not even worth finding. That group chat's so.
No, I
not
think
this
it
one.
was.
Oh.
It was the actual group chat.
Yeah.
That thing's gone.
Oh.
But yeah. Any other closing remarks for the for this segment? We're at 30 minutes, which will take up about half the potty time.
Well, predictions for tomorrow?
Vitality.
Wins.
But like, do we think 2-0, 2-1? Do we think Vitality sweeps them and makes this a game where we're walking out of the stadium at 4 p.m. or
No.
I think it depends on the map pool. Like if Mongols pulls out Inferno and they pick it into Vitality, I think we could go 3 maps because Vitality's Inferno looked so bad.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. If Mongols plays the way they did today,
They have a chance to win.
They can compete against Vitality. They were playing incredibly well. So I say you get a 2-1 and it's very close.
Yeah.
Or a 2-0 and it's super close each map.
The problem with esports and specifically CS is people will fluctuate day to day. So if Mongols had a really good day to day, there's no saying whether they're going to play well tomorrow.
yeah. So looking at both of the teams like map bans and picks and all that.
Yeah.
So Mongols, their insta-ban is Train, which
Okay.
is one of Vitality's best maps.
Yeah.
Like
They're very good at it.
dumpstered
Mouse.
Mouse.
I was ready for Train when we went to that today because everyone's like, yeah, go Train, and then I was like, Vitality's just gonna stomp. They're so good at it.
Yeah. It was rough.
And they got
And
to
they
start
did.
CT side.
And they started CT side.
Mhm.
Win knife, easy money.
Yep.
But so no
Um,
Train,
And then Vitality, their insta-ban is Ancient,
no
which
Ancient.
makes sense, but that's also one of Mongol's best maps. I think it's their second best map after Mirage, and Anubis is on there, but Vitality also bans Anubis typically.
So I'm expecting we're gonna see a nuke.
I'm thinking we
I don't think we see a nuke.
You don't
Nuke
think
is
we see a
not
nuke?
high. Well, actually, sorry, Vitality might pick.
Yeah,
We see a Mirage.
I'm thinking
It's probably going to be a Mirage and Nuke.
Mirage nuke and
Decider.
Decider.
Inferno.
If Vitality let it get to Inferno, that's crazy.
I think Mongols have 3 maps that they can play against Vitality. Looking at this, I don't know if you guys can see super well,
Not
but
really.
here, I'll turn it. But like, there's Mirage, which Mongols likes to play, and I think it's it is their best map and their most
Yeah.
played map. But Vitality also plays it equally. There's Inferno, which both teams play. Vitality plays it, but they've been looking incredibly rough on it. They've
Yeah.
lost to Mouse and Legacy embarrassingly this entire tournament.
Yeah, if they let it through the veto, and it's not their second ban, that's a fumble on their
Mhm.
part.
But there's also Anubis as well, which Vitality I think tries not to ever play,
Yeah.
but Mongols does play, and they beat Pain on it today. They had a very solid T side
Yeah.
into a slow, but we got there eventually CT side.
I think honestly, after looking at this, I think Mongols might pick Anubis.
That's what I'm thinking too. Like Anubis seems like a map that Vitality doesn't play.
It's
Yeah.
gonna.
So you
Then it's
make-
probably gonna be either Anubis or Mirage probably for Mongols, and a Nuke just seems like the best
Nuke
for
or Dust.
Vitality.
I think Vitality picking Nuke is probably just guaranteed.
Yeah.
And then
Decider, maybe
Decider's up in
Dust.
the air.
I was gonna say,
Or
yeah.
Inferno. If they get, I can see them just
Probably
not
Dust.
caring about it, and they just will feel confident on it.
it'll be interesting. I want Mongols to at least take a map off
Yeah,
Vitality.
I mean, if they're playing like they did today, I think it's a high chance.
I
They
think
were playing
Vitality's.
really well
I
today.
think Vitality's going to win, but there's definitely a world where Mongols wins.
Hang on.
Wait.
Wait. Okay. Apparently in Nuke against Vitality, Mongols is 2-2 against them. So
Interesting.
that is a team that they can actually beat Vitality on Nuke. That is the only map they have ever beaten Vitality on out of anything.
Wow.
In the
Then
past,
maybe they don't pick Nuke.
in the past,
I mean, I
like,
think
half a year.
I think if they're in the past half year, if they're looking at the stats that we have lost Nuke to them, I think they're reading too far into it. Nuke's just one of their best maps. I think they just need to run it.
Yep. We'll see. I think it'll be interesting. The last time they went off against each other, which was in Dallas, it was actually a very close series, to their credit. So I think
I kind of want to see Robs pop off more.
Yeah.
Rops.
I think today was a rough day for Vitality. They were not playing great.
It's been a Mezzy show. He's
Mezzy
been popping
viral.
off.
Yeah. I think because isn't he and is Flamesy new or has he been
Yeah.
around for a while?
Mhm.
Flamesy.
That's
I
their
think-
first major,
Yeah, their first major. This would be big for them.
and they actually Flamesy had a map where he was playing very well. as
He had
well.
one map that he played super well and then
And then
came
one he
back
wasn't
and then
great.
played horribly again
Yeah.
today.
Vitality's
rough.
it'll be a good game tomorrow.
It'll be good games, and I'm excited to watch it. But I don't know how it's gonna turn out. I've been rooting for Vitality the whole time, just because I'm a longtime Vitality fan. So
I also want to see. I want them to be able to say they had an era,
yeah,
and you can't say it until you win a major.
It's as dominant as Vitality has been, you don't have an era unless you win a major. Like they need a major, and then people can like say, all right, this is that team.
They need the bottle cap on top.
I still can't wrap my head around that they have not won a major in CS2.
Vitality?
Like, yeah, it just feels like they have. They just feel like they've been
like I said,
good throughout.
Talking about earlier, they won Paris.
Yeah, they won the last CS:GO major.
Yeah.
And then what? It's only been
Navi Spirit.
Two majors.
Three.
This is the third one. Yeah. So
this is the first one. FaZe was not in the grand finals.
Also true, which is crazy.
Yep. Unfortunate FaZe. Unfortunate for all of NA. At that point.
The crowd was crazy for FaZe.
Oh yeah.
It was so loud. And that's how it's gonna be tomorrow for Mongols. I guarantee it.
Oh, not everyone. You'll get the chant against Apex. You'll get the boos against Apex.
Yep.
And just the cheers for Mongols.
It's my favorite. I hate it because like I do kind of like Apex as a player and a person, but like it is kind of funny that if you watch the streams, there's a lot of boos whenever Apex is being shown.
Yeah.
There's never a reason to hate it. He digs into it.
Like, I think he started digging into it because at Dallas he was like, "What's up with all the booing? Like I don't like this."
Yeah.
And then this time around he's like totally like,
bring it on.
Do it, yeah.
Oh, we were up at the analyst desk when he came up for his interview.
Yeah.
And everyone started booing. He's just like,
yeah,
bring it on.
That's good.
Yeah, that was funny. I like Apex.
Yeah, I think we'll call it there, and hopefully it doesn't sound horrible.
Let it be known, every time we say anything related to CS and this major on this podcast, it is wrong.
True.
So, congrats, Mongols.
Congratulations,
you just got your
Mongols,
free dub because of us.
I'm cheering for Mongols, so
Okay, well, you just ruined it.
You just ruined it.
Now they're done.
Yeah.
We've not said one thing.
But
sorry, all them boys.
Alrighty. Well,
I don't know what this podcast is.
I don't know if you'll even hear this, if this will ever air, but
I don't know if this is at the end, in the middle, if you'll ever hear it. This is the Vandals Offline. We're going online.
It's a play on online.
It's like
offline,
but it's a play on.
But like online.
It's
so
like it's a play on words.
Because like we're going online.
It's a play on words from online to offline to online. Do you get it? Do I need to explain it again?
Maybe.
Play on words.
It's a play. We'll just.
No mouse. Now we have to record on